Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video with Trish. Today we're going to learn the chapter Hearts and Hands by O. Henry, also known as William Sidney Potter. So this Hearts and Hands is a really nice story, one of my personal favorite, and has like a surprising ending in the last. So let's get into it. Why do we waste time? So, at Denver, there was an influx of passengers into the coaches on the eastbound P&M Express. The influx means popularity. In one coach there sat a very pretty young woman dressed in elegant taste and surrounded by all luxurious comforts of an experienced traveler. Among the newcomers were two young men, one of handsome presence, with a bold frank countenance and manner, the other a ruffled glum-faced person, heavily built up and roughly dressed. So she was sitting like normally, and then two people entered the same coach in which she was sitting. So one man was really, dressed handsome and stuff, while the other was like bold, frank, and roughly dressed and stuff. As they passed down the aisle of the coach, the only vacant seat offered was a reversed one facing the attractive young woman. Here the linked couple seated themselves. The young woman's glance fell upon them with a distant, swift disinterest. So they just sat themselves in front of the woman, and the woman like looking at them with disinterest, like who are they? Like she is like so, you know, luxury, pretty, and these people are so weird looking. So let's go. But then, with a lovely smile brightening her countenance and a tender pick tingling around her rounded cheek, she held out a little grey gloved hand. So she has recognized a person out of those two. And then she goes, "Oh, I know this person." And with that smile and tingling upon her cheek, she just take out a grey gloved hand, like, offer. And that time they used to, talk like this. So the man used to kiss the hand of the woman in that time. Let's continue. Here the linked couple seated, okay, and when she spoke, her voice full of sweetness. She knows someone, and deliberate proclaimed that its owner was accustomed to speak and be heard. Well, Mr. Easton, if you will make me speak first, I suppose I must. Don't you ever recognize old friends when you meet them in the West? So, Mr. Easton over here, who was one of the person that was handcuffed, she said that they're friends, okay, so they must have met in the West and they must have parties together. So she just recognized him and she's happy. The young man roused himself sharply at the sound of her voice, seemed to struggle with a slight embarrassment which he threw off instantly, and then clasped her fingers with his left hand. So obviously, like, he just he just heard his name by a strange woman. He also recognized him and he is embarrassed, and just to shove that embarrassment out, he just made himself, fancy looking, and just took her hand by his left hand. "It's Mrs. Fairchild," he said with a smile. "I'll ask you to excuse the other hand. It's otherwise engaged just at present." He slightly raised his right hand, bound at the wrist by the shining bracelet, to the left one of his companion. So it's like he starts to make a joke of it, and my other hand is, engaged. It's stuck with another's hand. Her lips parted in a vague, relaxing distress. Easton, with a little laugh, as if amused, was about to speak again when the other forestalled. The glum-faced man had been watching the girl's countenance with a veiled glance with his keen shrewd eyes. So she is like in horror, like, I know this person, and he's like, see, he is being handcuffed to this person, and the other man, saw like how worried she looked, how broken she looked. So he is the aftermath. So the young man, the gruff looking, the really shrewd eyes one, is the marshal, while the other man, sorry, is a friend. So the other man is the culprit, while that man is the marshal. So he saw that how heartbroken the girl looked when she notices that the one that she loves and stuff is handcuffed. So he plays along with the person. "You'll excuse me for speaking, miss, but I see you're an accountant with the marshal here. See, if you'll ask him to speak a word for me when we get to the pen, he'll do it, and I'll make things easier for me. He's taking me to the Leavenworth prison. It's 7 years for counterfeiting. So counterfeiting is, printing illegal documents. So, हो सकता है. So he must be doing that, right? Oh, okay. Okay, fine. So I guess I just got a call from one of my friends. Yeah, sorry guys. Let's see. Oh, said the girl with the deep breathes and returning color. So this is what you're doing out here, a marshal. Like, oh, so this is what you're doing here, marshal. Hmm. My dear Mrs. Fairchild, said Easton calmly, I had to do something. Money had a way of taking wings unto itself. And you know, it takes money to keep step with a crowd in Washington. I saw this opening in the West, and well, a marshalship isn't quite high position as that of an ambassador. Full stop. But so guys, we'll end this till here. Okay, so it's a really interesting story. So he said that I wasn't there and just money took flight, I got captured and stuff. He's trying to make it weird and see that I saw this opportunity, in the West as a marshal. So yeah. So guys, this is the part one of this chapter. So and the part two will do it in the next episode. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe and like to the channel. Love you guys. See you in the next video.